It hoax. Welcome back to Garo Attacks Clicker Heroes. Let's get right back into it, shall we? Last episode, why is Treebeast level to 950? I just realized that. What the fuck happened last... What? I mean, whatever, I guess. Last episode, we were talking about the logistics of... Well, we were talking about all the patch notes and what's new and what's cool in the game now. But now... I want to bring your attention to the DPS in the upper left corner. It says 8.6 to the 361s. That's because I just leveled up. I popped one of these, fishes, and I leveled up King Midas another 25 levels. So now, look at that. King Midas is at 3.1 of the 395s, and Wepo has 2.0 of the 395s, and now King Midas is more DPS than Wepo. So it's like it depends on who you're choosing to level up. I think at this precarious point, you could choose to guild either one of them, and either one is the correct choice. It's gets a little dicey around this area, but I'm sure once Wepo gets to level 6,000, where he multiplies his DPS by 10. That is the point where Wepo is the obvious choice. I think this is how we're gonna do things, and it makes sense too. Mostly because if at level 5,000 he's doing equal DPS to Midas, then it would be a pretty simple transition from Midas guilds to Wepo guilds, because we're not waiting on Wepo to get to level 6,000. We're waiting on him to get to level 5,000, because that's just where the DPS equalizes, and then once he gets to 6,000, that's when he starts doing better. So it's sort of a nice easy transition once we get to that point in the game, but we're not at that point in the game yet, so we're just gonna have to ascend and transcend and do all the stuff and then make ourselves good. Speaking of transcending, next Ancient Soul comes in 32 trillion hero souls. So, yeah, and we're ascending for 5.5 trillion. So it got a couple more, ascensions to go before that happens. But hopefully we get some nice raids popped, and that'll help out a ton. All right, without further ado, let us ascend. Yes. Yes, I believe that is what we're going to do. Sure thing. Just make sure everything is good. I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, we're good. Alright, ascend. Yes. Okay, and then I pop this. And make sure I'm on progression mode. And you go all the way down here. You get $100 right there. And you buy available upgrades. And then all this money is a lot of money. Money's a lot of money, you guys. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, pick up sticks. There you go. 5, okay, and then we do. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Okay, that was fun. Now we're gonna do some of that, 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 some of that. Those guys are fine. Some of that. I can't do that, but I can do 25 levels, and that gives me that right there. So that's wonderful. Got all that going on for me, and then we're going to do some of that. Eating the wieners. So many wieners. Okay. Alright, there we are. We've made it. We've made it, y'all. We've won it big time. We've hit the big boy leagues. There you go. I think I'm gonna start transitioning into these ascension runs in much the same fashion I did in this ascension, where I'm just first 5 minutes of the episode I'm sort of talking about some stuff, and then we start ascending. Because once we get to this point, as you know, there's little much else that we do. We just sort of level up King Midas, and then fucking he's the best human being ever of all time, and then that's it. So yeah, let's let's do a food review here today. It's been a long time since I did a food review, but I just got something new, and I'm munching on it right now, and I would like to do a review of it. First off, let's give you guys the name of this. It's called Seaweed Laver Crisps. Laver is L-A-V-E-R. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I pronounced it Laver. These are vegan, sweet, lightly salted, crunchy seaweed crisps that have a layer of the rice paste on it. It's like sort of dried out under the sun, and then, you know, it's basically like the Koreans' version of jerky, except they don't use meat for that. They use like vegetables and stuff, and I'm eating like the seaweed one. Just take a look at, take a listen here to this crunch right here, and feel how satisfying that shit is. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Now it sounds like this type of stuff would taste like garbage, but it actually tastes really good. You get the seaweed taste in there, yes, of course, but it's sort of like complemented by the sweetness. The bitterness is complemented by the sweetness of the rice paste that is on it as well. And it's sort of like thin, like chips, but they're also like curled at the edges. It's, you know, it's because they're dried under the sun, and they're like leaves, basically seaweed. And it's super duper cool. It's under 100 calories for the entire like package that I got here. Yeah, it's fun times, man. So I got this because I was inspired by this book that I found on the subway. Story there, but yeah, the book is what is it? It's called The Law of Attraction Made Easy. So there's this law in the universe. They call it a law, but I'm like, nah, you can't call it a law if it, you know, can't be proven scientifically. So I was like, the theory of attraction. But you know, the more I cite, you know, life experiences, the more I understand. Like, oh, this theory is, you know, basically a law at this point. You know, the same way how the law of gravity, like, is not 100% a law, which sounds, you know, kind of hilarious and funny and stupid, but it's not. Because if you ever watched, what's the movie with Matthew McConaughey going into space? You know which one I'm talking about. But if you ever watched that one, apparently there's a fucking planet that has so much gravity that fucking time moves like so much slower on it, and by the time you went back into a spaceship, like 50 years have gone by or whatever. Yeah, gravity is not a fucking law, dog. It's a theory, but we've tested it so fucking much that we're basically calling it a law. That's what laws are, basically. Laws of physics. So this one's called the law of attraction. It's basically where the idea of what goes around comes around, like, stems from. I'm click on this little fishy right here. That's there we go. And I'm sure you've probably heard some like philosophers or some like feng shui dudes and some hipsters talk about this before. But it's basically like the fact that like the thoughts have an impact on your reality, and the fact that you know, if you put out positive vibes and positive thoughts into the universe, you'll get positive stuff in return. Same way if you put out negative vibes and negative thoughts into the ether, you'll get negative stuff in return as well. So it's like, you know, once again, very, very sort of the esoteric concept right there, to the point of to the point of like sounding like it could be like a religious concept. But at the same time, if you like cite certain personal experiences of yours, I'm sure like they'll make sense. For example, say like a instance that happened recently with me that I could cite definitely is what's it called? I was recently put under, you know, some what's it called? Some thoughts or some you know, some energy, I guess you can call it, from like the universe. what's it called? To go out and, you know, what's it called? Buy more clothes for myself. And turns out that I went and bought clothes. What? How did that happen, you guys? Some craziness. Law of attraction. That's the only explanation. So yeah. It's, you know, I'm making fun, but like, you know, once again, just look into your life and just be like, hey, remember this time you really wanted something, and you could sort of like almost visualize it, and then you fucking got it. There you go. I'm so happy this bee is moving now, because when it wasn't moving, it was creepy as fuck. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at the last episode where I took off the setting over here of animated monsters, and it was freaky as hell. So don't want to do that. Don't want to do that again. But yeah, so yeah, the what's it called? As I was reading like the first chapters, a couple chapters of this book, it started like at first I was skeptical, 100%, and then I was sort of like terrified that some people were using this to like their grotesque, like ignoramusly ignorant advantage. And then I read on and I was like, oh no, wait, I could totally use this for positive things. So one of the things, it states in the book, like, various things you can, like, use this to, like, attain, and one of them was, like, to be healthier, and I was like, yeah, I totally feel like I can be healthier. And I started visualizing myself being healthier a little bit, and I started getting, like, you know, attaching emotions to it, and started, like, being super, like, you know, excited about it. I was like, oh shit, what if I look like fucking, you know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character in Moana? That'd be fucking awesome, right? Just fucking tattoos all over the place, and like fucking huge as fuck. Just, you know, that'd be awesome. Basically like a demigod, which is what he is in that movie. So I was like, yeah, dude, I could do that. So I'm starting to visualize it. It's starting to get excited about it. So hopefully, you know, positive things start coming from that. That's gonna be a good time. Can't wait. And the way that I got the book was sort of like, I don't know, like I feel like I feel like it wasn't a mistake that this book ended up in my hands. The whole joke that I said about like visualizing the buying the clothes thing, that shit was today. I was like, oh shit, I need a new pair of pants. I should get a new pair of pants. And today I was like, yeah, let's get a fucking new pair of pants. So I went, got a new pair of pants, and on the subway ride back, I had to make a couple transfers, and on the platform, like, I saw this book just laying there, you know. It was just fucking, like, isolated from everything else, like, on the bench. And I, like, passed by it at first, but then I, like, paused, and I, like, walked back. I looked down at it, and there's this guy sitting next to it, and I was like, is this yours? And he was like, no. You know, just like, no. I was like, huh. And I looked down, I just fucking picked it up, and then I started walking. I was just like, yeah, okay. And honestly, like, I've been looking for, like, reading material because I'm tired of, like, just being on my phone on the subways. I feel like the whole Wi-Fi in every subway stop is sort of, I don't know, it's some sort of mind-numbing tool to help us be complacent in our lives. They're like, hey, Donald Trump became president, that's terrible, but hey, free Wi-Fi in the subways, you should probably, like, distract yourself with that. So, you know, yeah, right? Exactly. So I feel like this, you know, this book came into my life, you know, for a reason. So I'm not just gonna like overlook it. I'm just gonna read through it. It's not just like, oh, this is the law of attraction, but it's like, oh, 50 easy, like, you know, exercises you can do to help your life using the law of attraction. And like, it's basically like the first few chapters are explaining what the law of attraction is, and then later on I'm just gonna tell you the exercise. I haven't read the exercises yet, but I can't wait because, yeah, I can't wait to like apply those to my life. Hopefully, you know, if they work, I'll be able to like improve on myself and other shit and whatnot, and be rich and famous and fucking sexy as hell with a large penis. That'd be great. All right, this is this is a rare like episode. We're at the end of the episode. I'm actually in a more positive mood than I am at the beginning of the episode. You know, recently it's been a lot of fuck everything, the world is going to shit. And now it's like, hey, shit ain't so bad. Let's just fucking work to make it better. So, yeah. On that note, like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the series thus far. I know I am, and I will catch you guys later. Until then, I'm gonna be clicking on these buttons over here, and also give my girlfriend over here a foot rub, back massage, and watch some Sailor Moon with her so she feels better about being sick. So, catch you guys later. Peace out.